What up, y'all? It's Chris Weathers, aka ShortyC94, back at you again with some more sneaker-related content, and we're just gonna jump right into the sneaker rotation, January 10th to January 16th. The first shoe, see this box, it's been through a lot. See the label, Air Stab, see where I got them from, Urban Outfitters. See the colorway I wrote on the side, Mango. So, the Air Stab Mango. It's my favorite Air Stab for it to not be an OG colorway. I bought these in 2006 from Urban Outfitters in the Georgetown area of Washington, D.C. I know I say this pretty much about every shoe I have, but I love these. I love the multicolor Air Stab on the side. I love the olive green. I mean, you could pretty much wear olive green with almost anything. So, for these to be as old as they are and as many times as I've worn them, they still have the Nike on the insole. The bottom isn't worn too bad or really too dirty. The only wear to it, you know, with them being so old, there's some wear to the midsole here, but it's really not that bad. And it's a little bit of paint chipping on the menial side. Still a solid performer. You know, got the Air Stab on the tongue right there. These didn't come out in Cleveland at all because there was no Urban Outfitters there at the time. So not many people had these in the city. I've never seen anybody else wear these in the city. So I felt like I was real exclusive in Cleveland wearing these. Monday, we switch gears a little bit. We go with the Nike Shox BB4, a shoe made famous by Vince Carter. He was in the ads for these.
Where you going? Where you going? Give it to me, give it to me. Oh, gotcha. Now, this is how the glove do it. Give my ball back. Well, then take your ball in. Yeah, the glove, did you see it? Me, mostly me, it's my domain. The glove. Hey, hold on, man. You ain't gonna be disrespecting me like that. When I ain't looking, huh? Oh, boy, that's something else.
I ended up getting these on sale at finishline.com on Christmas 2019. They always have a sale. My wife actually saw these. She knew I kind of wanted them, but I didn't want to pay full price. But the downside is, as soon as we moved down here to North Carolina, pretty much every closeout store down here had them. Ross had them. Burlington had them. Marshalls had them. Gabriel Brothers, y'all know it now as Gabe's, they had them. So everybody had these. I mean, I guess the only good thing about it is I was able to get the box. And this is the OG Shox box like they used in the early 2000s when Shox was new. So that was a nice touch. Closeout stores was having these for $50, $60, $70. I ended up paying $100, but I did have them months and months prior. So, you know, I guess it all evens out. Vince Carter did wear this specific colorway in kind of the earlier parts of the 2000-2001 season. This model is probably best remembered for him jumping over Frederick Weiss in the white and navy suede colorway, which also retro. This is my favorite colorway. Tuesday, went away from Nike, broke out some New Balances. It's a 997. This quality is just crazy. Well, this is the New Balance 997. Anyway, these were a part of the Made in USA collection. This is the Connoisseur Painters colorway. Ooh, I never noticed this as long as I've had these. This says committed to American workers on the box. I like that. But, I mean, if you just look at this pigskin suede here, like, it is insane. Like, the quality won me over on these. These came out in 2014, kind of fallish. I want to say they came out October. And the 997 has kind of had a resurgence here lately because they have like the 997S, a couple different variations, but I'm good with just the original. And again, this is another shoe for as long as I've had these. They've really held up to the test of time there. Now, I will say these were a bit expensive out the box because these were $200. I had never paid that much for a New Balance ever. So, but, you know, New Balance quality is really hard to beat. You know, again, I haven't worn these as much as, say, these Air Stabs I showed y'all for Sunday, but I've worn them enough. But the New Balance 997 is still on the insole. Bottom is a little dirty, but not really any wear to it. And this box has been through 2 moves, and it's still pretty good. So yeah, this too. Gotta have this. This was actually attached to the shoe. Made in the USA. This pair of shoes was made in our American factories by some of our 1,300 American workers. These shoes were produced at our U.S. workforce facilities using imported and domestic materials. At times, due to availability, economic, or quality reasons, there is a need to import materials from foreign sources, where the domestic value is at least 70%. We have labeled the shoe made in the USA. That's why it cost $200, probably because of the materials. But, you know, it was $200 that was spent 7 years ago. What are you gonna do? Okay, for Wednesday, we go back to Nike with a very familiar box. Something about that black and red Nike, it just feels right. Air Jordan 1, OG High, Pine Green 1.0. Now, if you follow me on Instagram or, you know, Facebook, Disney had a movie that came out around Christmas called Soul. And there is a character in there named Curly, who was voiced by Questlove from The Roots, legend. But there is a scene where he has some rather tight-fitting jeans, a black t-shirt, and these on. It's like they stole my whole swag. So, Pixar, you owe me a check. You owe me a check. That looks like me. But anyway, because I kept seeing this image, I decided to break these out. The leather seems to be really good, and these don't glitter up like some of the other retros, like the Royals or the black and reds or the shatter backboards. It's a few black-based Jordan 1s that still glitter if you keep them in the box. As you see, I keep all of my shoes in the box. So, yeah, but these are in really good shape. The Nike is kind of half gone on the insole there. But, you know, a really solid shoe. I guess I don't really wear these that much because this green is kind of hard to match, even though I have a few shirts now that kind of match it, so. So for Thursday, I went away from Nike again with something completely out the box. This is definitely one of my favorite non-Nike shoes in general. It has a couple of different names, but this is the Camper Together Bernard Willem Himalayan trainer. These came out in 2014. I want to say spring, summer 14. But I don't know. These are just so weird, so out of the box, so different that I had to have them. I mean, they're great quality. They've definitely been beat down over the years because I've worn these in all kinds of weather conditions. But You know, the bottom is still good. Got a little sticker there. I love these laces, even though they're a bit cumbersome, and they come loose all the time. But like the scissors going all across the upper and the tongue. And I mean, again, if you guys could feel this leather, like this is actual leather. And just something different than me just wearing Nikes and Adidas all the time. So. Friday, I broke out but these were recently on Nike sneakers. They have it now where you can vote on what LeBron PE is going to come back. And these made it through 2 rounds, which is kind of surprising to me since they're so plain. But again, a really, really nice shoe. The details, I've always enjoyed those speckles that are on the air bubble. The V2 is probably my favorite version of the LeBron 8. The V1 is nice, but the V2 is a little more comfortable, a little more wearable for me. And because of the hyperfuse and just the plastics they've used, you don't have to worry about the toe getting scuffed like on the version 1. The version 3 looked like it, you know, it's nice for basketball. I've never played in any of mine. I've just worn them. But for my money, the version 2 is still the best version of the LeBron 8. And even though this shoe didn't win in the voting, I could see them bringing it back anyway. It's probably a little cheaper to produce than them trying to bring back the version 1 LeBron 8, even though they just released that Lakers version 1. So, and again, Sneakers has these listed incorrectly. LeBron did wear this exact color, but he wore it on a different date. Sneakers has it listed as January 8th, 2011, where he wore a shoe that looked a lot like this, but the bottom was red and white instead of it being white and red. So it's kind of flipped. He wore this exact colorway on January 29th when the Heat played the Thunder in OKC. You know, and that was on national TV. It was KD versus LeBron. This colorway was worn by LeBron in the game, but Sneakers was just off by a couple weeks with the date. Yeah, these never came out for some reason. So for Saturday, today, I broke out the 2018 Air Jordan 6 Diffused Blue, aka Jimmy Butler. These came out at the very end of 2018. Jordan 6 is what made me get into the life. Sneakers, you know, when I was a kid. The black and infrared. So anytime they do it, I mean, it's really only been a few bad Jordan 6s, but this specific one, like, just a good colorway, you know. And what's crazy about this is by the time these actually came out, Jimmy Butler wasn't even on the Timberwolves anymore. A sleeper, you know. This is one of those shoes I could see down the line being sought after and, you know, worth some money. That's going to wrap it up. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe. Follow me on Instagram if you already aren't, at ShortyC94. And I'll see you guys soon. Peace.